Greetings and welcome back to Switched to Linux. That's right, the cat stole my chair. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Alright, everybody. Well, how is everybody doing on this fine and wonderful Friday afternoon on the news? Well, just a reminder, I will not be doing a live stream tomorrow, so just don't be looking for me at 12:30. I might throw up one of these edited videos to go live tomorrow at 12:30, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Alrighty, but how is everybody else doing today? Let's have a look at our comments. We got Ash and Snap. Hello, Mr. Banana Man. How's it going there? Jeff Kelly, greetings to you. Moonbase Alpha Grays. Way to Pluto this weekend. Get some Pluto burgers and fries. Very nice indeed. I need me some Pluto burgers. We went up to check on Beetlejuice, but did not have time to stop to or from. I was so sad. No, In-N-Out Burger will not work. In-N-Out Burger got a really bad name because the In-N-Out Burger, that's when the alien popped out of the guy's chest. That's what restaurant that was in. It was the International In-N-Out Burger. This guy, that's why it went out and ew burger, But anyway. All right, let's see. Dried fruit and nuts for a snack. All right. Where's the kitty cam? It's the chair stealing cat cam today. Hello, DistroTube. Greetings. You're actually early for a change. How'd that happen? All right, let's see. B-Tubes, how's it going there? Got an update rant about Cyberlink, but I am saving it for the live stream. All right. Let's see. What's funny is Google's emojis now, they now work under live chat, but not under top chat. They used to work under top chat, not under live chat. Now they work under live chat, not under top chat. Right. So change your chat feed if you can to live chat, and your emojis will work now. Pet the kitty, pet the kitty, pet the kitty. Yep. Did you say something? What? Petting the kitty. The cat's looking at me like, dude, what are you talking about? Let's see. Try to type colon followed by an O to be surprise face. That turned out to be emoji. Did not convey the intended meaning. Oh, what was the intended meaning? Alright, hello Frost Ranger. Greetings. Keegan, how's it going there? Should be asleep, but if you get up early tomorrow. But it's Friday. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get loud. We're gonna get loud. I don't know if we're gonna get loud or not, but we'll figure it out. It's unfortunate, -U is one of the flags for do as, since you needed to double dash, but alright, there you go. Do as dash. Oh, I'll have to check your video out, see what you're talking about. Alright, let's see. C++ or something. Let's see. Yeah, I might need a new chair, but it's still functional as a chair, so, priorities. Meow. That's right. Hello, Anna Rita. New CJ is one of the controlling the place. Yeah, he is. He's like, dude, you cannot have your chair. It's my chair. I'm going to steal it multiple times. Mousepad's great. Awesome. Very cool. I think that was that was the Code of Conduct's mousepad. Yep. Hello, Germany. Greetings. Ioman Media. Greetings. Love Paper Peppermint OS. Hello, Ricky. How's it going there? Jesper. Greetings to you. And hello, Kenny, if I did not say hello yet. Well, let me get a couple more sips of tea, and then we'll jump into it. Really? We're getting into the news this early? That's weird. Only Windows partition I had in the house for the wife's game, but she said nuke it, so now it's on as Ubuntu. Uh-oh. All right. I have finally run out of the peach mango tea from 1996. So I'm now on to I Love Lemon Bigelow tea from 2019. We've moved into this century for the tea, people. Minifang, greetings. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into the news, shall we? What do I need? I need that one. I need that one first. Welcome back to Switch to Linux and the weekly news roundup. This is the Privacy Edition. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to catch the show live, or just catch these short clips if you want, that's all right. Today we are highlighting the affiliate link private internet access. If you are a person who needs a VPN, maybe you're roaming around from coffee shop to coffee shop, looking around at various things on the internet, definitely need a VPN for that case as well. If you need to get around geo restrictions, things like that, definitely check out a VPN. I'm using private internet access in my house. So you can actually get private internet access for $40 for a whole year access. And it will even do a very good job of blocking several of those ad tracking scripts. So let's jump on into the news. And the first item, 500 Chrome extensions caught stealing private data of nearly 1.7 million users. See it? The App Store wasn't bad enough. Now it's the Chrome extension store. This is why I really don't like to install extensions onto things. Nor do I like to install apps into from the App Store, but we'll kind of get into that a little bit more. Very hilarious article in our next news section about that, but, or is it this one? Oh, I think it's this one. It might actually be this one. I don't know. But anyway, over 500 Chrome extensions were caught stealing private data of 1.7 million users. These all seemed like, did those list in here? They seemed like very weird extensions. Like, why would you install some things like this? But, it's from the Chrome store. It's very secure. Just go ahead. Go ahead and install things. In fact, there's so much back and forth. I believe it is actually, is it our next one? What's our next one? I can't even remember what order our news stories are in. But Google and Microsoft have been fist fighting this week in the tech and in the privacy news, and it's been very funny. It's like they're like knocking each other out. They're knocking each other even to the next news section, so you're going to have to watch the next news section and see what's going on with that. Or maybe it's in 2 news sections from now. I don't even know. But anyway, just because it's in the Chrome store, extension store, does not mean it's good. Just because it's in the App Store doesn't mean it's good. But it turns out that over, 1.7 million people had these variety of extensions. So people, double check all of your extensions today. If you don't have a very specific reason for using it, get rid of it, honestly. So these are actually the names of the extensions. Let's see, Maps Voyage Advertising. Why don't you install an advertising thing on your, I don't know, Jumbo Quiz advertising, Map Scout advertising. Why do all these things say advertising? Are there people out there that actually install advertising extensions onto their web browser? If that's the case, the world's in worse shape than even I thought it was in. Check, please. CJ, get the spaceship. I want to leave Earth today. I don't want to wait until tomorrow. Today. Let's get the spaceship going here. Recipe Ally Promotions. There you go. Maps Trek. Maps Voyage Ads. Advertising by... Who installs this crap? Okay, if you're installing this crap onto your computer, maybe you just need a checkup for the neck up. I don't know. Let's go on to the next story here. Google is now being sued by a New Mexico attorney for collecting student data through Chromebooks. I have a better idea for you, New Mexico attorney. Why don't you pass a law to prevent big tech from being used in your schools? There's a thought. As somebody who used to be a teacher, I will say that I have seen very few positive use cases for technology in the classroom and mostly negative use cases. Not to say there's not some positives, but the challenge that we have is we're so caught up in how cool this is and simultaneously so caught up with the convenience of it that we fail to see the problems. We have people who are not good enough at understanding what it actually means to be involved in all this kind of stuff. And then what ends up happening is the student's data gets locked and stored. Now, of course, what's happening in this particular case, this isn't just the standard sign your kids up, every kid in the district up for a Google account upon birth and give them everything, which I think should be absolutely illegal. This is actually moves beyond that, where in part of one of the Google education, G Suite education programs, Google provided Chromebooks to the schools for the students. And what they're alleging is that the student data is collected. Student safety should be the #1 priority of any company providing services to our children, particularly in schools, he says. Tracking student data without parental consent is not only illegal, it is dangerous. My office will hold any company accountable who compromises the safety of New Mexican children. Here's the problem, though, is the parents are too busy going, I got nothing to hide. It's really convenient. Never read anything. That's what the parents are busy doing. So if you want to sit there and say, we're going to have the consent of the parents, maybe you just need to say, let's just not allow these companies in the schools anyway. There'd be a better option. Not that I'm for government. I'd rather the parents stop going and wake up and read these things and go, no, I don't want my children involved in that. That's what I'd rather have. I'd way rather have the ability for a parent to say no and have a system in the school district to go out and say, no, we're not going to do this, or we have an alternative to using this. But anyway, at least somebody is taking a stance about this. This is more than 49 49 other attorney generals in the country are doing. So, hey, kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe this can raise enough awareness of the dangers of having all of these types of things in our school districts to begin with. Give us options to opt out that are easy to use. There's a thought. Okay. Next one. There are several iOS file conversion apps used by 3 million people, and they simply don't encrypt documents at all. So you install these apps onto your phone or maybe iPad, which will do things like convert from Word to a PDF or PDF from PowerPoint, example, blah, 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 blah. All stuff you should be able to do on the computer. I mean, of course, I understand these are for iOS devices. You take the document and you install the app and you create the account and you just go, oh, click this. And what they do is they're actually taking the document, sending it up to the cloud into their servers, and then downloading the document back down to your account. The problem is nothing in between any of that is encrypted, and they don't necessarily have a promise to delete that document once you've given it to the servers. So it's kind of like using Grammarly for your computers, people. Don't use Grammarly, okay? Grammarly has that fun part of the terms of service that literally anything and everything you do on your computer is visible and seen by Grammarly, and you transfer rights and licenses to all your stuff for using Grammarly. There is a privacy-friendly option called Pro Writing Aid. If you have a look at the affiliates page on switchedtolinux.com, I have an affiliate link for Pro Writing Aid. Way better than Grammarly because it does not collect and store your data. They have specifically in their privacy policy, we do not retain any licensing of your data. Grammarly does. This is doing basically the same thing. You upload the data, hey, they have access to all the stuff, and there's no encryption one way or the other. In a nutshell, these apps are designed to upload files to the server before converting them and sending them back to the user. The app allows the user to sign in to the popular file hosting services, including Gmail, iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, OneBox, or Box, in order to fetch all the files that the user has stored there. Alternatively, the user can choose to upload a file from the device directly. Problem is, the applications are transferring files without using encryption, in other words, through HTTP, providing bad actors the opportunity to cache and retrieve the files. Moreover, man-in-the-middle attackers could access the files while sniffing traffic on the Wi-Fi network, and because the apps do not use encryption when transmitting or storing data, they are allowing private information to leak in the hands of third parties monitoring the network. This is like bad all around, people. Some of them appear to be deceptive, making users wait a very long time for the conversion or pay for an immediate one. Some users complain of waiting 60 to 90 minutes or more. So there is a full list of these guys: audio converter, video converter, compress PDF, PDF merge, JPEG to PDF converter. You know, all these things like send it to your computer and do it over there. I mean, I think even Windows 10 is lame enough to have tools to be able to do this on default. I mean, really. Mac for sure does. I'm not completely certain. For Linux, absolutely we do. Install anything. I have Linux applications installed on my computer that go into my terminal, say, I want this page, this page, this page, and this page out of my book, and it goes, blah, 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 and then spits out the images I need to post on my website. Totally convenient. The terminal is amazing when you need it to be amazing, people. So anyway, if you are using any of these tools and services, be very aware. Be very aware. This was a good one here. Microsoft is now set to bring its malware to iOS and Android. Oh, excuse me. I read that wrong. Microsoft is set to bring its antivirus app to iOS. Oh, I thought they were bringing their malware. But anyway, Microsoft is indeed bringing their antivirus to Android and iOS. Now, there's a fun caveat. iOS and their policies do not actually allow an application to scan anything and everything, so it pretty much just looks for phishing attacks. Microsoft Mobile Defender clients will likely be very different from the desktop version, especially Apple's iOS platform does not allow apps to scan malware across the iPhone or the iPad. There are a variety of Android antivirus apps available, though. Microsoft will join the growing market to prevent malware in Android apps that are sideloaded onto devices. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, here's the thing, people. Sideloading apps, if you do it right, is way more secure than downloading the apps from the Google Play Store, which is lull you asleep into a false sense of security that everything is perfectly safe. It is on the Play Store. It's excellent. No matter that every single other week, in fact, every week I could do it, I simply throw them out because it's just not news anymore. It's like, and today in the news, there's a war in Iraq. There's been a war in Iraq for centuries. That's not news. It's not news that there's malware on the Google Play Store. The Google Play Store is rife with malware. They sense you, they lull you into a false sense of security that makes you think, this is secure, I'm downloading it from the App Store. No, you go to F-Droid and sideload stuff like I do, that's directly from F-Droid, and verified with a checksum on the download, you got malware-free and stuff to install. Sideloading it, I want the application here to be scanning for malware in the Play Store apps, not in the sideloaded apps. I know my sideloaded apps are okay. I'm really concerned what's coming through the Play Store. Are you with me here? What do you guys think of that one? So very funny. But yeah, Microsoft wants to put its software now that can scan anything and everything and send it up to their servers on your devices. Kind of fun. And our final feature story, Facebook will now pay you for your voice recordings. So the idea here, now this is part of the Viewpoints research app. So after they dropped the app that was basically paying Starbucks gift cards to teenagers to allow Facebook to see anything and everything that they are doing on their phones, because kids are like, and so, you know, that was kind of the case going on there. And so what ended up happening here is they pull that down. And they add this new Viewpoints app that is, it's basically a research app, but now you have to be 18 or over. I'm not completely sure if how exactly they're validating that. I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe you have to give it an ID, whatever. They may validate it, they may not. But anyway, it's called Viewpoints. And there's a new program in Viewpoints called Pronunciations. Now, of course, this is because Facebook is now working on another smart speaker. Hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirm. All right, they're working on their own speaker. Hey, Portal! Who wants to have an amazing Facebook smart speaker in your house? I'd rather go live under a communist dictatorship. Thank you very much. So anyway, with the new pronunciations, if you qualify to be part of the program, you will be able to record the phrases, hey, Portal, followed by the first name of a friend from your friends list. You'll be able to do this with up to 10 friends, and you have to record each statement twice. For that, they're going to give you 1,000 points, and they're going to give you 200 points. So 200 points gives you a $5 rewards card. That didn't seem right. I thought somewhere somebody calculated it was 5 cents per recording. This doesn't look right. All right. If you complete one set of recordings. Okay, so you have to do a set of recordings. So I think a set of recordings is 10 recordings. You do a set of recordings, that's 200 points. If you get 1,000 points, you can cash that out for a $5 reward via PayPal. So they're going to give you $5 if you record 50 of your friends' names into Hey Portal. Hey Portal, Bob. Hey Portal, Mike. Hey Portal. I mean, this is frightening. How many people are going to read the whole name and Facebook's just like, just keep feeding them. Just keep feeding them. Just keep feeding them. Yeah. Hey, at least, you know, they're paying me for this. They're paying me for this. It's like people using the Bing account. So they're paying me in Bing points to search with Bing. But anyway, Facebook says the voice recordings users provide will not be connected to their Facebook profile, and the company doesn't share Viewpoints activity on Facebook or other Facebook-owned services without permission. Yeah, permission from Zuckerberg. The pronunciations program will be available to U.S. users over the age of 18 that have more than 75 Facebook friends. Facebook says it will be rolling out the program slowly, so it won't be available to all users right away. If it's made available to you, you won't need to update Viewpoints app to see it pop up, the company says. So yeah, Facebook's going to pay you some money to record your voice going into it for their very own smart speaker. So eventually you will be able to say, hey Portal, order unicorn meat, confirm. What do you guys think of these stories? let me know in the comments down below. Follow along the links in the description. There will be a link down there for private internet access, also my affiliates pages and other things like that. Also, the whole article list is down there in the comments as well. So thanks for coming along, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux. All right, 1 down, 3 news sections to go. 3 news sections to go. All right, let's see here. Okay. Cyberlink's 1-800 tech support number is now subject to normal business hours. Hey, isn't that exciting? Yeah, Verizon did that not too long ago. That's when I switched to Mint Mobile. Okay, I need to note there is CenturyLink affiliated call center somewhere in India that is available 24/7, but in order to find that number, you have to be able to Google it. Well, have fun. Well, can you DuckDuckGo it instead? All right, let's see. Here's that again. Glad I remembered this week was today. Apparently I wasn't subscribed. Oh, really? Yeah, I was unsubscribed from Matt Christensen's channel, actually. I like watching Matt Christensen's on Sunday. I don't like watching the Wednesday show. But I do love watching the Sunday show. Only one of his videos I really watch faithfully. But yeah, I was unsubscribed to his channel too. Kind of fun. We're all getting unsubscribed to people. And then they're probably I'm going to look someday and I'll be subscribed to like CNN or something. Ugh, how'd that happen? I'm going to check my subscriptions now. Ugh. We've got a new Ubiquiti Unify network switch that has a touchscreen on it. Very cool. Hello, Bop-de-lop. Greetings. I like saying that name. Bop-de-lop. Bop-de-lop. Blue. Bop-de-lop. All right. Yes. Definitely check if you're still subscribed. That would be a cool thing. Simple solution. Linux phone. Yeah, well, you know. Find me one that works. All right. No one cares until they get screwed over, and then the same people still don't care. Yep. Why are people using proprietary garbage like Chrome when the things like Firefox? I have no idea. I mean, I have Chrome installed on a couple of my work computers simply for testing purposes, but I don't use it unless I absolutely 1% have to. It's like every now and again, it's like, ew, I got to boot Chrome. And then I have to go wash my hands afterward, and I scrub the computer screen down, and I check to make sure there's no malware installed. Ugh. Hey, how's it going there, sleepy ass Vince? Installing ads sounds hilarious. What's up with YouTube algorithm automatically unsubscribing? Yeah, I don't know. They seem to be doing that. Most of those advertising extensions are automatically installed by Flash games. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Schools should stop using Chromebooks, period. Yeah. Pet the kitty, pet the kitty, pet the kitty, pet the kitty. Let's see, is the kitty still there? The kitty is still there. He's just like, yeah, I'm just chilling in my chair, man. I'm chilling in my chair. Surface Pros, Mac Pros, cheap laptops. Paper. They should use paper. Trust me, you learn in paper. You learn by sitting down and doing it on paper. By the way, all these big Silicon Valley guys pushing all this stuff out to all of our kids don't let their kids near technology in the classrooms. They barely let their kids near technology out of the classrooms either. DTF, dead tree format. Huh, never seen the dead tree format. Getting a lot of Grammarly ads. Oh yeah, Grammarly advertises like there's craziness. Pay attention, English class scored high in spelling and grammar. Yep. So if you're looking for extensions and things, there's actually a free and open source browser extension you can use. And actually, you don't even have to use the extension. You can actually paste stuff into the site. It's called Language Tool. So Language Tool, which actually has a LibreOffice add-on as well. So you can add the Language Tool free and open source add-on to LibreOffice, which will do your grammar checking for you in the application. You can do a browser installer, a browser plugin, which will check your grammar as you check. It's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. One of the things it does, though, is since I've been using a lot of Joomla stuff instead of WordPress stuff, with Joomla to use the in-browser spell checker, you'd have to hold your shift to get your context menu showing up. When you have Language Tool installed, it's just hover over to fix any spelling errors. And you also get some grammar stuff going on in there as well. But if you need something better than Language Tool, Pro Writing Aid is a privacy-centric competitor to Grammarly, which actually I have a 20% coupon on my affiliates page as well. Considering you having one business where you do web stuff, have you ever been in an encounter with a choosing beggar? What do you mean? Okay. Encounter with a... What do you mean a choosing beggar? Define choosing beggar. Hello, Italy. Galvano. How's it going there? Why is Microsoft wanting to have their apps everywhere? I don't know. I need the fire extinguisher. That's right. You might. And headphones. Yep. How's it going there, Toss? Doing another Linux A-Team stream tonight. Okay, so Toss is doing... When's your stream, Toss? Is it 10? Oh boy, if it's 10, man, we're going to have to push through pretty quick. Okay, I think we need to tell these people they need to convert a file format. It's a great tool at Linux. PDF to text. Yeah. I can't remember exactly the ones I have. I have to check my system. I have a script built that does it, though, from the terminal. So, head hurts every time. All right. Bi-weekly. Oh, okay, bi-weekly unless someone sponsors. All right. Another smart speaker. Yeah. Thought wives were smart speakers. Uh-oh. Your mom just butt dialed you. Uh-oh. Neighbors starting to talk already at this rate. They'll be using fire in the wheel by the end of the week. I go to a friend's house. They have these spying devices. That's right. I actually saw there's a new bracelet you can wear that emits like a low frequency signals that will block the smart speakers from hearing you. I was thinking about getting some of those. Can't figure out why Alexa can't hear me today. I got the Alexa blocker. All right. Just cancel your Facebook account. Welcome to the light side. Think of Chromium. I use Chromium for YouTube, staying logged onto this computer. So I'll use WaterFox or Firefox for other stuff, but I use Chromium logged in. I think it's fine. It's not my favorite, but I think it's fine. Dart starts computer lab this year. Wife signed and returned the permission form before he got to see it. Uh-oh. All right, let's go ahead and jump on over to our next topic, which is going to be our corporatocracy. Oh, hold on. Choosing beggar is an entitled person trying to either lowball you on the price or trying to get something for free. Oh, I won't work with them. No. Actually, I do have a funny story to tell you on that front. Somebody wanted me to help them out with building websites. So I gave them a quote, which was, it was a decent quote. It was like I said 750. We'll do that. And then they're like, all right. So they go on and they start messing around with Squarespace. And then, of course, Squarespace is not nearly as good as their advertising says it is. Very complicated to use if you're a basic person. And so he contacts me back. Well, I started creating it in Squarespace. How much to finish it in Squarespace? I said $1,500. I'm not messing with Squarespace. I build real websites. Not proprietary garbage that they can pull it out from under you at their will. For crying out loud. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into corporatocracy, shall we? Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the business edition, or what we call the corporatocracy edition. And before we dive on in, I want to let you know I have a new science fiction book that will be coming out in the next couple of months here. We're targeting about May sometime for the release. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later, but we're targeting about May. The book is called Synaptergy, and it is a science fiction novel exploring technology, society, and ethics. Mark woke up in a hospital room, unable to remember why he was there, but this is overshadowed by his being paralyzed. Using his robotics education connections, he builds his once functional body, but in the process, the team soon discovers a cost for restorative technology. What could the price be to restore bodily functions? Mark needs to determine if he will pay that price. You can head on over to synaptergy.com or tlm.li/s. You can sign up on that orange button there. We'll get you onto the newsletter list, and I will let people know the status of the book, when it's coming out. I'll let everybody know when the beta reads are over, when we're out to the editors, and when the ebooks, when the print books, when the audiobooks will be released. And there will be some coupon codes and some pre-order discounts leading up to about a month before the final release. So with that, let's go ahead and jump on over to the business news. We start with 2 articles from Ars Technica looking at some details of some Tesla crashes. I was just shaking. New documents reveal the details of a fatal Tesla crash. So in this case here, autopilot did not see the semi that was turning across the lane, and the autopilot decided that this Tesla would like to be a convertible. And in the process, they made the person, unfortunately, a convertible as well, which is not good. So what ended up happening is the truck driver was making a left-hand turn, which I didn't see in the report if that was deemed illegal or not, but he said it's the same type of time and distance he would always do for this. And in this case, the Tesla actually seemed to accelerate as the truck was moving into the lane to make the left-hand turn. So before you jump to any conclusions about, you say, oh, the trucker was definitely at fault, read the article before you say that, because there's a lot of back and forth about this. And basically what happens here is the Tesla started to accelerate because the autopilot was on, and the autopilot detected that there was no driver interaction for, I think, up to like 15 seconds before the accident. So in other words, the driver's sitting here playing some game or something, maybe, whatever, not really paying attention to the road because autopilot's on. And this is why I completely agree with that senator. The name needs to be changed. It is not an autopilot. It does not drive the car for you. And Tesla needs to be doing a whole lot more to make sure people are using this appropriately. Because there's another one, if you guys remember this Tesla crash here, where the Tesla accelerated into the median strip. This one here, the guy legitimately was playing a video game on his car and routinely played a video game in his car on his cell phone every day on to work while autopilot was on. Now, this actually, the blame, according to the Transportation Authority, actually all 3 entities have the blame equally. The guy is obviously at fault because he's a moron playing a video game when he should be driving down the road, paying attention with his hands on the wheel and steering. And this is why I want Teslas off the road, people. I don't want some fool playing a video game because he's got autopilot on crashing into me because he's like, and then we're all dead because he thinks the car's going to drive. Now, Tesla's at fault here because there were several times that this car veered into that median. Literally, this guy reported several times the car would steer and accelerate towards the barrier. He had to fix it several times. He actually allegedly, although Tesla says they don't have a report of it, he allegedly reported it to Tesla. But the state is also liable for the crash because there was another crash in that location just a couple weeks before, and the state had failed to replace the barrier. The barrier is designed to prevent a car from impacting on a lethal velocity. The barrier was not replaced, and so the Transportation Authority actually placed the blame at all 3 people in this case. So, yeah. Oh man, bad week for Tesla. But anyway, this is a neat little article from Krebs on security, and anyone running Google ads, this is a new attempt to extort people into giving more money in order to basically prevent you from being able to use your AdSense account. So you get an email, and the email basically says, that, that's not the email. Oh yeah, no, this is the email. Okay. So very soon, the warning notice from above will appear in your dashboard or your AdSense account. This will happen due to the fact that we are about to flood your site with a huge amount of direct bot-generated traffic with 100% bounce ratio and thousands of IPs in rotation, a nightmare for every AdSense publisher. Basically, we're going to spam over your system. If you don't want us to do this, pay us $5,000 in Bitcoins to this particular address. Payment must be sent in 72 hours. Otherwise, they're going to bombard your thing. Now, Google responded to this and said, no, we actually can spot this type of behavior. You don't have to worry about it. But it is definitely a new way of attempting to spam people, basically extort people into paying Bitcoins. Like, oh, I don't want to lose my ad revenue because of this. Google actually said it's not a big deal. They have systems to detect this type of attack, and they said they're generally immune to it. So definitely don't worry about this if you are running Google ads anywhere. But it's definitely an interesting email to keep track of because there's a whole lot of people doing a lot of interesting little things if in the event that there's with YouTube, with Google, all these different services. There are a ton of these guys. Now, YouTube finally gave us a little pop-up. In fact, this is funny because it says here, let's see, is this it here? No, okay. I didn't see the notice on my YouTube panel here, but I just showed up literally at the beginning of this week that verify all emails. All emails from us will come from at YouTube or at Google. It's like, the problem is, YouTube, is that all of these scammers that have been emailing me, they've spoofed the address to look like it's coming from YouTube and Google.com. You examine the message and you realize it's not, but, this is the type of thing that happens. So be wary of anything and understand most of the case. Unless you've used, what's that site we talked about the other day, Ashley Madison. Unless you've used that, these are probably just going to be extortion scams. Just ignore them. If you use that one, good luck to you. Just confess to your wife now. It'll be a whole lot easier coming from you than coming from the spammer. Oh boy. A couple articles here from TechSpot. This is a grand one. This is Google swinging back. We got Microsoft and Google swinging in. So Google is now warning edge users of security risks. Suggests switching browsers. Isn't this exciting? Why do I have two? I have another article there. I'm not sure why I have another article there. Let me double check this. Anyway, I put an article in the wrong spot. Anyway, so Google is warning edge users of security risks. So this is, of course, related to the new Edge browser, which is based on Chromium. That's like, hey, we can install your Chrome ads. But when you actually land on the Chrome store, it says Google recommends switching to Chrome to use secure extensions securely. We all saw how secure the Chrome extensions are if you watched the privacy edition of the news. But regardless, so now Microsoft for a long time has been, if you're trying to download Google Chrome, they're like, Edge was like, hey, you sure you want to do this? I mean, Edge is way better. Now, of course, shoes on the other foot now, isn't it? Because now Microsoft's got in, we got our new Edge, get on over to the Chrome browser store, and Google's like, yeah, buddy, you want to have a secure thing? You got to use Chrome. Oh, this is just beautiful. I love this. This is just this back and forth such that it's glorious. It's so glorious. How many times Microsoft has been saying, don't use this browser, use ours, use Edge, it's so much better. Now we have our Edge, it's based on Chrome, it's for you. You can use all your Chrome extensions, all this kind of stuff. Google's like, yeah, y'all might now have the browser from your operating system. But folks, we got the traffic. We got the traffic. Eat your heart out, Microsoft. So anyway, that's what they're up to. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Also, you can follow along. The article list will be down there, and some supporter links will be down there as well. Feel free to check those out on the way, and we will catch you next time. All right, now I've got to figure out what's going on with this article here, because an article seemed to have gotten out of place, and don't know how it got out of place. Oh, apparently it just got put down there. It was an article that, all right, bonus article. I won't record this one. Bonus article. It was meant to be in the news thing. It just got put in the wrong spot. All right, so Nissan has a new vehicle subscription service that lets you swap out your car every day for $700 a month. $700 a month. you can get your Nissan Switch, which will allow you to just go in and any day, just go into a Nissan dealer and swap your car out. So the brief synopsis, platforms like Netflix, Xbox, Game Pass, PlayStation Vue, Sling TV, countless others charging a monthly fee in exchange for their ongoing access to their respective content libraries. However, this monetization model has use cases that extend beyond the digital world. Press release. Today, Nissan announced its first baggage-free car subscription service. You see, people, what's going on in this is they're priming us for a world where nobody owns anything. You might say, well, I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, there's no contracts. It's $700 a month. I mean, average car payment's about $700 a month. So this is just so much better. It's not. Because regardless having a $700 a month car payment, for crying out loud, people, save up some cash, and go buy a car. Okay, but with that being said, even if $700 is your car payment, I'm paying this anyway, at the end of the month, you don't own anything. They're trying to get us to the point right now, look at your subscription services. If you don't own your games, you don't own your movies, you don't own your music, you don't own your car. They're trying to get us to, everyone to rent. We don't own our house. This is really good for all the companies that own all the stuff and are just taking our money repeatedly. At the end of the month, look back. I want you to look at the amount of money you sent out and ask, have I actually gotten anything for that investment? If the answer is no, then I've been throwing out $600 to rent a car and to rent a place and to rent my movies and to rent my music, and you have nothing for it. If your income ended today, what are you going to have going forward? If the answer to that is nothing, you need to rethink some things. Just a thought. Let me know. All right. Man, that would have been a good article to have in there. Use Chrome work, don't like it. I use Linux Mint on this computer. On my other work computer, I use Peppermint on my writing computer, and I have Arch on my media computer. Ubuntu replacing Chromium with a snap. Yep, I know. Yep. Hybrid of Snap Image is going to take over most of the popular applications. Yep. Tesla was just getting rid of bloat. Yes, it was. Hello, Chase Thomas. Doing well over here. How are you doing? Was the game a driving game? No. See a Tesla car, I go, where can I go to be a few miles away from it? Yeah. Tesla almost ran me over the other day, too. Like, Lord. Who's on more fire, me or the car? Come on. Love video games, or older games, but I know there are times when you don't need them. Like, yeah, when you don't need them is when you're in the car on the interstate and you're supposed to be driving. Well, Jesse, if you charge those rates and you want to contract your WordPress stuff out to me, I'm a WordPress expert. I actually do WordPress in my sleep, I think. I just it's too easy. Unfortunately, most people have no idea how to properly manage WordPress websites. It's actually hilarious. How many horrible websites are on the internet on WordPress because people don't know how to run a WordPress website right? Insurance company cover you in a self-driven car. I don't know. AC certified, Master Tech, I can fix your car right, or I could fix it cheap. Yep, stop wasting time, I'm going to fix it right. Yep. Well, I'll charge you $500 to do it right, but for about $50, I'll put this chewing gum down there and we'll see if it sticks for a while. I told my dad who's 72 that smart TVs have cameras to spy on people. My dad said, well, I'm so old, I'll give him something to see. Oh, dear. Don't forget the new California vroom vroom law, the lighter side of Tesla. That's right. Google and Microsoft are going at it. Meanwhile, there's this guy in an army of foxes armed with flamethrowers. What's his name? Samson? Got an email from Guy saying he hacked my webcam by disabling my antivirus. He filmed me while I was visiting a naughty site and he'll release a video if I don't pay. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of those. That's a funny one. Trouble getting my camera and mics to work, but this guy can do it remotely. Really should be asking more than 500. You should be like, dude, I'll pay you 1,000 if you can show me how you did it. So I need a webcam. I'll get a USB camera. Yeah, I don't run anything. Really saying is Stallman was right. Stallman was right. Give me that toe jam. Hold on. All right. Oh, I did. I use Arch, by the way. Yeah, I forgot, by the way. Yeah. That's right. Debt-free gives you freedom, then have money to invest your money in passive income. Yep, best feeling ever. Yep. I rip off a lot of my music a lot off of YouTube DL, then use KD3 to tag it and drop it in a lollipop rhythm box. No subscription needed. All right. Disavow. Using Peppermint as a GUI-based Linux server in my home network. Light, fast, and stable. Yep. Gene doesn't like WordPress. Yeah, I don't like it much anymore. When WordPress decided to stop listening to their core base and start implementing and building the whole thing off of Node.js, it's either Node.js or Active.js, I forget. It became this giant bloated mess. Like every WordPress website now runs about half the speed as they used to because of what they did to the core. That's why I'm actually dropping as many of my personal sites off of WordPress as I can. You caught one live. Greetings, violinist. Well, thanks for catching one live. I installed Tails on a VM. You don't install Tails on anything but a USB drive. So you can't, I mean, in theory you can do it, but the problem is Tails is not designed to run in a virtual machine. If you need to run a Tor system in a virtual machine, you want to download Unix. I have videos about that. Just go to my channel, do the search, and look for Unix. You can find my Unix videos, how to use and install that. If you're doing it through VM, you want to use Unix, not Tails. Public transportation, no contract, no renting. Yep. Test driving Mint Mate, not too bad, apart from my hard drive video playback. What do we got next? We got our smart home stuff next, I think. Whoop. Unspecified error while recording. Let's try that again. Welcome back to Switch to Linux. This is a weekly news roundup in the Smart Tech Edition. Are we ready for how smart our tech has become? How our tech is lulling us down into the approximate intelligence of amoebae. Well, follow along. Before we dive on into the video, though, you can help support the channel if you want to head on over to switchedtolinux.com/affiliates. I have a variety of affiliates from your generic shopping on Amazon. If you're looking to upgrade your phone service, I have Mint Mobile. There's a grammar checker that does not store all of your data like Grammarly does, called Pro Writing Aid. Actually, I have a 20% off coupon for using that one as well. There's some web hosts, some VPNs, podcasting stuff, various things like that. So with that, let's go ahead and jump on over into the tech news. Got small kids? Now's a good time to buy a Fire Kids Edition tablet. That's all we need. Addict our children to these crazy little tablets and give all of our kids' personal data to Amazon of all companies. For crying out loud, Ars Technica, you've lost your ever-loving mind. You've gone crazy. Why are you telling people, hey, you got kids, now's a great time to get an Amazon tablet? I got kids, now's a great time to teach them how to get along with life without a smart tech. How's that for a thing? So if you have new kids, you need an inexpensive, safe source of games, media, and books for them, we've got good news for you. Amazon's Kids Edition line of tablets are on Black Friday level sales right now. $100 down to $60. The Kids Edition is $130 30 down to 80. That's all I need. My child addicted to a data-sucking monster out of Amazon that you undoubtedly, without reading anything, check this tech box there, which allows Amazon to get a buy COPA and collect everything that they do and start building and addicting your child earlier. No, thank you. Ars Technica, why are you so crazy for even recommending this nonsense? What is this, a sponsored post? Why don't you give us a little bit of information about how dangerous these devices are for our children? All right, end rant. The anatomy of a dumb spear phishing attack, hitting librarians up. Now, I almost didn't include this one. I'm like, so what? And the reason I wanted to, though, is coming down to the smart tech. I wanted to focus on the app Zella and Cash App. I believe one of the banks I'm working with actually has Zella implemented. And it was a very hilarious conversation because can you imagine being the banker opening up a bank account for me? We talked for an hour before I would open it up. And I was like, security stuff and all this. And he's like, oh, I just gone and head on over here. And I get on there to try out the online banking stuff. And it's like, oh, we need your phone number. I emailed him back. I said, dude, I've kind of been through all this kind of stuff. I don't attach phone numbers or anything. I said, if you can't give me access to the online banking without a phone number, then I'm just going to have to come and close the accounts. And so he went ahead and chatted with the guys at the security team at the bank. And they're like, but if he doesn't use the phone number, he can't use Zella to send money with a text message. I'm like, good. I don't want to send anybody money with a text message. For crying out loud, if you're a person who wants to send money with a text message, you need yourself a checkup from the neck up. What in the world is up with this nonsense? But anyway, this was a very hilarious spear phishing target. So, of course, the phishing, and I think I said I didn't remember what the spear phishing specifically was on a video the other day. So let's go ahead and get into this. A phishing attack is when you're throwing out a bunch of stuff. You're basically just casting out a net and you're just pulling in and seeing what you get. A spear phishing is when you're targeting specific people with your attack. And so in this case, it was a network of librarians. And the spammers, basically, they're using apparently Reagan.com. You can get a free email address to keep Ronald Reagan's name alive. Okay. Maybe if you need this, you might also need a checkup for the neck up. I don't know. But anyway, the librarians got this message. Would you help me in paying a merchant getting reimbursed by the name of the board, Bob. We'll call him Bob. Bob is not available today due to health reasons, but promised a swift reimbursement before Friday. It's imperative, and it's $7,000. I was able to get $4,000 out for my daily savings limit. Get back to me if you can get the remaining $2,900 via Zella and Cash App. It concerns our 2020 Young Adults Library Services Symposium, whatever. So the guy says, well, this seemed to be a little bit sketchy. Maybe he's been hacked. And so they had this internal discussion. And what was funny about this article, once again, maybe Ars Technica is just losing their mind here. So they're like, don't mess with the librarians. Librarians know what they're doing. No, you just happen to have an intelligent person. They could have just hit the doofus of the batch and the guy would have gotten there, all right? So this doesn't have anything to do with the librarians being smarter. It just has to do with this individual person probably watches my show and knows to be more skeptical of these types of things coming in. They thought that this was like, this seems a little bit too crazy. So they called Bob up. Hey, Bob, what's going on with this? Bob's like, no, I mean, and actually it was funny because one of the things that they said in here is, I knew this wasn't this guy because this guy's political views are completely opposite from Reagan's party. It was very funny. So he's like, whatever it happens to be. It seemed a little sketchy to me. So they decided not to go with it, of course. The librarians know this. Like, Ars Technica, no, this is just, maybe this particular library had some internal training. Maybe they just had a couple people with their brains, because the reason people doing these types of attacks is because they tend to work. I want to tell that fun story about my bank in Zella. It's like, but if you don't give us your phone number, you can't send money with text messages. Good! I don't want to accidentally send, I don't want to be having like constructing this text message, let's do this one here. I'm building a Magic deck. Not that I don't play Magic much these days, but I do have a friend that we play some non-competitive stuff. And so we're getting together soon and going to go to the next city over or go to the card shop and stuff and look for some things. If I happen to get there, he happens to get there, I'm like, hey, I found this card here you might like. It's like $5. I don't want my phone to actually send him $5. It's like, no, dude, I was asking if he wants me to use my $5 right now and he can pay me back, preferably with a bill, not some Zella app or something nonsense. Like, no, people, I do not want to use my text messaging to call us. Would we please stop using our phone numbers for anything other than making phone calls, because it's the most insecure thing we possibly have in our life. It's insanity. It's insanity. End rant. All right. This was a good one. So if you guys remember the pizza delivery startup, what they wanted to do is they wanted to have a pizza delivery robot that was going to sit in the back of the van, and as a person ordered their pizza, the van would drive to the location, and while they're driving to the location, the robot in the back is literally making the pizza fresh, so it comes out of the oven and right into the person's house as soon as it's out of the oven. The best, most instant thing. Well, after spending some $375 million, they determined this won't work. Why? Because driving the car around causes the melted cheese in the oven to splatter all over the place. You end up with pizzas that look like they've been dropped several times because people are driving around. You don't think about this, right? You put a pizza in the oven, try taking that pizza in the oven and open up your pizza oven when it's like nice and toasting, the cheese is just melting, and shake it around a little bit and see what happens to the cheese. It's like gelatinous goo, So anyway, they determined that this won't work. They even went ahead and put together, what's the name of this bus? They ended up getting a London bus, one of those big London double-decker buses. And in the big London double-decker bus, this was the line of the article that some people liked. Garden spent serious cash to buy and convert a double-decker bus from London into a giant pizza truck named Martha for Daisy, but it wouldn't fit on the party premises. Martha is now for sale. So they buy this giant bus to fit with all of this robotic equipment to find that it just causes the cheese to blob all over the place and has an inferior product. So what did they do? Well, they took all the money and they laid everybody off, and now they're doing a infrastructure type, delivery logistics or something funny. So if you guys had an interest in getting a pizza cooked on the way to your house, I'm sorry, that technology is no longer a thing. My sincerest gratitudes and apologies to you. All right, on to our feature article of the day. A driver is stranded after the connected rental car can't call home. So gig car share, people, don't rent from gig. Gig car share. So this is a tech reporter from The Guardian. They go out and rent a gig car, which is an Internet of Things car, and they go out to do some traveling north of the city. If you've ever been north of the city, it is fairly remote up there. And so she goes out, the car loses cell phone signal, and simply, nope, not going anywhere, Bubba. And we want to put smart tech in all our cars. Great. Has it ever occurred, maybe we should take some of these idiots working at Silicon Valley companies like, we're going to have the most amazing smart tech cars, and let's drop them in the middle of Mud, Wyoming. You guys know what's in Mud, Wyoming? Nothing. Well, I mean, there is something. There is a combination gas station, convenience store, and post office. One building in the middle of Mud, Wyoming, surrounded by 150 miles of nothing in every other direction. A cell phone won't work. Let's drop some of these idiots who have these ideas to smart connect all of our cars into there and see how well their idea goes. Give me a gas guzzler any day of the week, because at least I know, keep an eye on the gas tank, fill up in Mud, Wyoming, and we're off and going, okay? Let me tell you something. That's what you want to do. You want to go to Mudge? Why don't you try checking out Atlantic City? No, not Atlantic City on the coast. Atlantic City, Wyoming. The sign says population 7, but it's actually population 1. And there's nothing for 50 miles anywhere else around it. I mean, really, maybe we need to take these people and put them in the middle of nowhere for a while so that they can maybe deconnect from all this technology to get a little bit of insight as to what is in the world without tech all around us. Maybe it'd do a little bit better. Now, they did say that if they actually read the website, it says that you can get an RFID card to lock and unlock the car in areas of poor cell signal, although it's not completely compatible yet. So anyway, they had to go and send a tow truck out to tow the smart car back, not because the car was faulty, but because the software couldn't phone home with a cell connection, and so it simply wouldn't work. Are we not seeing a fundamental problem with this smart technology, people? Give me my dumb car any day of the year. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and get primed up. We got a trip to Sillyville, people. We got a trip to Sillyville. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Watching a puppy on Raw? Well, don't watch a puppy, watch a kitty. There's a kitty to watch. Right, kitty? There's a kitty to watch. Don't watch the puppy, watch the kitty. VM install, make sure you do it on a Linux host machine or other open source OS, because if the host machine is not secure, then the VM is not secure. Yep. That's why you want to do Unix is better set up for it. Fire tablets for kids goes back to bang his head. That's right. Told my dad about self-driving cars. He says, that reminds me of the old joke. Look, Ma, I can ride my bike without my hands. Look, Ma, I can ride my bike without my teeth. Yeah. Yep. Like sardines, but only the ones in mustard sauce. Don't care for the barbecue ones. Ooh, now you're hungry. Ugh. Sardines? Ew. Ew. Kids' tablet is still better than giving them a smartphone. At least they have some responsibility. Maybe. Tell that to the YouTube Kids app. Elsa Gate, I'm looking at you. Stud and Arch, by the way, should do well with Mate since it's pretty much invented it. Just found out Archman version. All right. Almost clocked 100 people watching a live stream at once, which is near double the average when I first started watching it like a year ago. Yep. Yeah, man, 97 is what we peaked today. I think my highest ever was like 150, maybe 200. Somewhere around there is my highest. Come back, everybody. Come back. They're like, he's ranting and raving like a lunatic. Let me leave this guy. I get a number of comments like, dude, you don't have to yell into the mic. Come on, man. Friday's my release day. And then I trickle these videos out through this weekend. And then by Monday, I'm ready to be calm at videos again. Come on. I need to do this. This is what prevents me from being crazy. It's yelling and screaming into a microphone. I'm just glad that my walls are concrete now instead of that plasterboard stuff that we had the other day. So the Russians stopped bounding on my wall, you know. I think that's German, though, isn't it? I don't know. By the time the pizza's done, it'll look like a frowning face. That's right. Making pizza on the road, kind of like Under Dash record player for 45s. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, just put a nickel on it. Could have told you that wouldn't work for 100 million and saved a lot, huh? We've mentioned about a month ago, you can't even get a Walmart prepaid card without registering a cell phone number now. Last time I got a prepaid card, which was about a year ago, I mean, I did not have to do anything special to get it. Now, of course, Walmart's getting an official credit card. I think it's at Capital One. How much does Martha cost? I don't know. They're probably trying to recoup some of their millions, so I don't know. To pizza place in college, remember people grabbing the box and putting it under their arm on the way out. I was like, you might not want to do that. Because they return, hey, my pizza's all messed up. Should nonchalantly say, really? Yeah, we got security footage of you flipping the pizza upside down. That tends to happen when you do that. Yeah. Saw that every Friday night. Uh-oh. Why smart tech when old tech works? Sure, we need to involve, but OMG, not everything has to be smart. Yeah, microwave toilet or your car. Beardy Dubs, I used to deliver pizza too. Slumdog Millionaire, right? Point is, the average cooling time for pizza comfortably be eaten is 10 minutes. Average delivery time, 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if the pizza's cold when it gets to you, but I've never actually had that happen. I've generally had pizzas still show up a little too hot to eat. Bursts into flames. Trying to cook the pizza on the way to the customer. Please feel free to tell someone who got fired for that one. Inmates like sardines and ramen noodles. Kitty's so cute. Why, thank you. Now I want pizza. Thanks. Hey, just go. There's another place if you're past Pluto there. Just a little bit past Pluto, there is a good pizza place back there, man. Pata kitty, pata kitty, pata kitty, pata kitty. Yeah, he's an emotional support animal. He is. Okay, I can't delete my downloads file in Mint Cinnamon. Like the folder? You should be able to delete it. I mean, it might come back on system load. What are you trying to down, like, what file specifically? Is it the folder in the home folder? Back electric cars until they could handle these smart internet. Now you can't get a dumb electric car. Yep. Found switchedtolinux at the end of 2016. Channel helped my conference a lot. Wow. That's like right when I started. I think I pushed my first video public in October of 2016. I think. Was it 16? It was somewhere around there. Give me iBook clamshell Apple laptop. All right. $2 p.m. for you. Yeah. The time traveler. Well, it's already Saturday the 22nd over there. That's right. All right. Well, are we ready to jump on over to Sillyville? Let's go ahead and jump on over to Sillyville, shall we? Where is my Sillyville? Sillyville, where are you? Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the Sillyville edition. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see what is in the way of the weirdness of the world today. Well, Apple expands Quick Look to let retailers sell things directly in augmented reality. So, Quick Look apparently launched a couple years ago. The idea is you can be like, oh, that's a really cool thing. Snap, snap. And you can get all the details all about it. Well, now that Apple Cards, in fact, I saw the statistic the other day, is it something like 15% of all worldwide transactions are now on Apple Cards? Lord help us. We are giving Apple more and more money like this, people. So now that everyone has these Apple Cards and Apple Pay attached to their account and all this kind of stuff, now you can just walk in your friend's house, go, ooh, I like that washer dryer combo, click a button and buy it. Talk about impulse buy to the nth degree. You know, I like building a shopping list and going to the store and paying cash and never using a card for anything, just getting the cash and going with the cash. I like that the most because it prevents me from doing impulse buying. This is making it, sure, it's nice and convenient, but the fact of the matter is, if I can just walk around and snap pictures of stuff and it shows up and it's like delivered and shipped and paid on a credit card, dude, I'm going to charge up so much money so fast, and I promise you, you will as well. So whatever it happens to be, you now have the ability to use AR, snap a photo at something in real world, and then get the information and buy it. Could be a purchase button triggering Apple Pay, prompt on the spot. Could be wired up to do just any other single action the retailer might want. So there's so many different things to do with it. This This is just insanity, people. I mean, I thought the dash buttons were bad enough. I mean, mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese, unicorn meat dash button. Hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirm. Appreciate that, Alexa. All right, moving on. Google AI will no longer... Did I swap these guys around? I swapped my stories around. How did I do that? All right, we're going to go to this one. Burger King has a moldy Whopper ad, and it's dividing the market, experts. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments here. Would you rather see a picture of the month-old moldy Whopper or the 20-year-old McDonald's cheeseburger that looks as good as the day it came out of the wrapper? Debate. Very difficult. So, the positive side on the Whopper is, hey, at least I know there's not stuff in here that's pickling my body. But on the other hand, ew! I want to start singing me some Weird Al. It's living in the fridge. I can't tell what it is at all. What are the lyrics to that song? You guys remember that song? It's Weird Al. Living in the Fridge lyrics. You guys remember this one from Living on the Edge? Aerosmith's Living on the Edge. Let's find me some living in the fridge lyrics. There's something weird in the fridge there's something weird in the fridge today, and I don't know what it is. Food I can't recognize. My roommate won't throw a thing away. I guess it's probably his. It looks like it's alive. It's living in the fridge. Can't stop the mold from growing. I mean, come on, guys. I'm going to stop singing now because that's just terrifying. But anyway, what's better to you guys? A moldy Whopper that is living in the fridge, that at least you know what it is and there's nothing in it pickling your body, or the 20-year-old cheeseburger that is certainly full of something that's pickling your body because gross. It should be gross by now, but it's not. So anyway, they are pushing this out. Of course, they're talking about dividing up the things, viral ads. And of course, here we are. I don't even go to Burger King anymore, and I'm here promoting their products. Oh, Lord, help us all. Help us all. I love Burger King, but when they got involved in all the politics and stuff, I just kind of got sick of them. So sorry, Burger King. I am no longer a customer of yours. CNBC spoke to several experts to get their reactions. Some welcomed the move to show a real burger beyond its prime. Others are like, ew, you don't want to do that. That's nasty. So appetizing, probably not. But if they're going for we have no artificial preservatives, hey, at least they have a little bit going for them there. But I'm curious if this is just a real Whopper, or if they if they did this. I'm going with it's a fabricated system, because by the time you're going to get mold on the patty and the bun like this, that lettuce will be vaporized. That's what I'm going with. Let me know what you guys think about that, though, in the comments down below. And our final story, Google AI will no longer gender labels like man or woman in images of people to avoid bias. Are you trying to avoid bias, or are you trying to avoid outrage? You cannot possibly assume that I am a woman. Did you guys know I'm not a man? I'm an Apache helicopter, and deal with it. No? Oh, whatever. I clear the cookies on you anyway. What do I care if you're stalking cookies? Google AI tool can recognize objects and pictures, but it will no longer attach gender labels like man or woman to the images of people. Mostly, I think this is because you get people running around going, I'm not a man. I would like to verify that with a DNA test, please. Thank you. But hey, we're in a postmodern world. We can't determine our gender by, science or anatomy. I don't know. Google emailed Cloud Vision API customers on Thursday morning, stating it won't use labels that pertain to gender because you can't deduce somebody's gender by their appearance alone. Okay, and maybe 0.1% of people, I admit it's a little hard. I was out at a business dinner yesterday, and there's a child at the table next to me. I looked at this child like, I legitimately don't know if that's a boy or a girl. You get a few of those things in particularly younger people. Most older people, you kind of know what they are. I mean, sure, I get that there's going to be a few people a little bit harder to determine. Even the person that sat down next to me in a coffee shop the other day that was in the process of transitioning, I kind of knew the gender they started and the gender they were going to. Okay, this is not too difficult to figure out. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Google no longer gendering people in their feeds. I don't know. Check, please, out of the human race. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Oh, boy. Think pizza bus cool, cooked pizza loving nerd. Oh no, pizza, you've been cooked by a pizza bus. If it has a picture of pizza on the side, we should get that for pizza, for sure. Car, electric or gas, only needs to be smart enough to track gas and battery and other metrics about the car. Handle the car radio and connect your phone for music and hands-free calls. Okay. Love the kitty cam. Why, thank you. The kitty cam loves you too. All right, just after 10 p.m. here. I have to be up early for a military communication exercise, but Friday night Linux happened. Yep. Seriously, how many wrenches does he have around here? Me? A lot of you guys. I have a lot of wrenches around here. Hey, I have one of the cleanest comment sections on YouTube, guys. You say something bad in my comments, one of my wrenches gets rid of the thing before I know it existed. We keep it clean around here, folks. All right. I like to touch things because I buy, like, my melons at the grocery store. What? Anarita, what? Didn't think fast food could mold. Mold on a cheese is actually good for you. Yeah, we ordered a couple plates of wings last night, and the one guy I was with, he absolutely cannot stand even the scent of ranch dressing. I can't stand blue cheese. He's like, when we order these plates, and he's like, blue cheese. I'm like, ranch. I said, I'll just go ahead and keep the ranch way over here. You keep the blue cheese way over there. Sounds good. Good wings, though. We ate way too much. Oh, man, I think I about exploded. We went down, there's a place in State College called The Field. It's a fancy restaurant on a golf course in the Toftrees area. And they have this bucket of fries, and their happy hour that's like half off. So it's like $4, and we're talking, it is a, let's see, in perspective, I think it's a 2-gallon bucket. For perspective, it is a 2-gallon bucket of French fries for $4. They just come over, it's called a table order. They just put a big old wax paper on the table and just come by and just dump a bucket of fries on your table. We ate way too many of those, and then we ordered in 2 plates of wings. It was pretty good. That's our holiday party. It's funny. We never have it on the holidays. We jokingly call it the after holidays party. There's too many holiday parties going on. All right. No singing? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that why we dropped? Everyone left like, oh God, he's singing. Never heard that song before? Oh, you gotta find it. Living on the Fridge. It's amazing. I'm going to Pluto Burgers. Can you sing solo? Solo, we can't hear you. CJ, where's the spaceship? All right. Still remember when there was a Wimpy on High Street. Yeah. Take option 3, organic. Local raised grass-fed beef that has been slaughtered humanely with organic, locally roasted vegetables as toppings. Ooh, yes. There you go. Yeah, my farmer actually is doing some local raised grass-fed beef. I think he's doing $3.50 a pound, I think. 3-pound increments. So can't use science to determine gender. Vaccines cause autism and the earth is flat. There you go. It's not Burger King, it's Rat King, since they found mice playing inside the burger buns in Delaware. Yeah. I think we had a mouse at one of our Burger Kings once. Is the appropriate gender pronoun when addressing AH-64 Apache attack helicopters in conversation? Asking for a friend. It is exactly what the Apache helicopter says it is because he's pointing guns at you. Okay? So you put your hands up and you say gender pronouns, please. Okay? And then you acquiesce. Ask, sorry, what is your gender or sex whenever they call these days? Yeah, no. Link show with cat cam, unique selling point. That's right. Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and get that cat off the chair. You want to see how fast a cat can move? Let's see how fast the fat cat can move. Hey, kitty. What you doing? Come on up. Come on up, kitty. Come on. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Come on, kitty. He might not jump up because I'm in a little chair. I don't know. I don't know if he will or not. He's going to try. He's looking hesitant. Come on. There we go. He did jump. Very good. Oh, I got you, kitty. You're not going to fall. All right, kitty, give us some paw. Give us some paw. Give us some paw. We need some paw. Oh, we got some paw. All right, let's do one for this camera here. We'll do one for this camera right here. Are the finger looking good? They are. They're finger licking good. They're finger licking good. Yes. Want to hang out with us for a little bit, or are you going to leave now that you got your kitty treats, huh? What do you think? Come on. All right. We got a kitty. We got a desk panther, people. We got a desk panther. The Apache is pointing to a Gatling cannon at you. That's right. He's not fat, just big boned. That's right, he is. He's a big boned kitty, aren't you? Had to stretch first. He's like, yeah, I've been sitting here for how long you been rambling on? An hour and a half, man? Oh, I had to stretch. All right, just have to shake the cat treats and the cats downstairs will come running. Yep. She's like, yo, human, today it's Friday. It's like chill out day, so pick me up, will ya? That's right, Cody. That's right. I'll see the table shake when it landed. That's right. That's right. That's right, kitty. You shook the table when you landed, huh? Yes, you did. Seen Jack Lemmon, James Gardner, and Dan Aykroyd in My Fellow Americans. I did not. Sorry, I don't have Netflix. My Fellow Americans. I can see if I can find it somewhere other than Netflix, though. See you later, Keegan. Just a reminder, everybody, I will not be streaming tomorrow afternoon, so No live new video tomorrow. We're going to release the news clips. So if you came in late, didn't catch all the news clips, we'll be releasing all those throughout the course of the weekend. And we will be back Monday with new videos and Wednesday for the next live show. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Like your cat colors. Did you know that only female cats can have 3 different colors? No, I didn't. Alright. Well, guys, we will catch you guys later. Have yourselves a wonderful afternoon. Let me see if any friends of Switch to Linux are streaming right now. We can see if we can raid somebody. What are you doing, cat? Nah, not seeing anybody I know streaming. Oh, well. Well, we'll catch you guys later. Have yourselves a wonderful afternoon, and see you live on Wednesday next.